Alright, yo, what is up, everyone? This is something I didn't want to do. I've been holding off doing it for, well, a week. Has it? It's been, just under a week. It's been 6 days, and I've heard absolutely nothing. Like, the only reply I got is when I sent it to, the Transport Authority for London, and they were like, you sent it to the wrong one. You gotta send it to West Midlands Railway. I sent it to that as well. I've reported it to four different authorities: West Mercia Police, or Redditch, the town where I live in, their police, um, West Midlands Train Authority, the council for where I live, and something else that I honestly can't remember. I think it might have been, the whole London Train Authority, but they said, you guys send it to West Midlands. So basically, what all this is that 6 days ago I wanted to go to a city called Birmingham. You know, uh, it's a Birmingham. It's an absolute waste. Let me check if my webcam's on. Yes, it is. Birmingham, it's an absolutely horrible place. Like, it's a horrible, awful city. But I really want like a camera, like a camcorder, because I want to try out making short films, and Birmingham. It's how do I put it in nice terms? I mean, I literally just said it's a horrible, awful place. Why am I putting, like, Birmingham is more poor than where I live. So I assume, like, the prices for cameras, camcorders would be cheaper. Because sometimes on Xbox when I want to get a game, I get it from Argentina because the prices are cheaper. But anyway, forget all that. So I was at the train station. There were loads of police there. I don't know what was going on. I don't know what all this was about. I had to look on the internet, and there was something from January about something to do with shoplifters coming in from Birmingham or whatever. But anyway, so I was at the train station, loads of police. I walk in, I go for a metal detector, like loads of police. Oh, actually, sorry. Before that, I missed a big key, crucial detail. I went to the ticket machine. Someone had used it before me, and someone used it before me, and I didn't know. I just saw that it was going to Birmingham. It was a single ticket, so I press proceed, whatever, put my card, got the ticket. Now, I admit I should have been paying a lot more attention, but as you can see, so some of you might know I suffer from ADHD. I don't know. I don't know if I actually have it, but I tend to get very sidetracked, and I need something to like keep my mind occupied. Like, I need something like to like constantly keep me occupied. So I was not paying attention. I was on my phone. I was on my phone. Listening to music at the same time. Just doing a bit of writing. Nothing serious. you know, but I wasn't paying full attention to what I was doing. I just saw that I was going to Birmingham New Street, so I was like, okay, proceed, got my ticket, went through the police, as I said at the start, but after I got the ticket, I went through the police, and there's a guy there, and he just like suddenly he was checking everybody's tickets, but he stopped me, and like the way how he was I saw he checked someone else's ticket before me, and he was nice and respectful, but when he checked me, no, his demeanor was completely different. He asked for my ticket. He wasn't polite about it, but I mean, it doesn't manners. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it does. I gave him my ticket. I still have the tickets right here. Here's the tickets. I gave it to him, and he said, "How old are you?" And I said 19. And like he was, like, he said, "Go and buy a ticket. If you're wondering why I'm stuttering, I've been awake all night. Like, go back and buy a ticket." And I was like, "I've already got one." then I realized what must have happened. And I was trying to explain, but this guy, he was having none of it. And I was like, "Is there any way I could pay? After I get on the train, it's gonna leave." And he was like, he said something along the lines of, "I know you're kind. I know you won't pay for it." And like, it wasn't even "I know you" type. He definitely said, "I know you're kind." You might have said something before or after it, but "I know you're kind, you will not pay for the ticket." Now, if you said "I know your type," it wouldn't have been an issue. But "I know you're kind." Like I said, he might have said something before or after, but I'm only focusing on that. Like, why? Like, I just hope that it was a like a misphrase, like, but like, why would you say, something like that? And he said, it's something about, "I'm gonna prosecute you. I'm gonna take you to the small claims court and prosecute you because you committed fraud." He didn't want to hear what the story. He didn't want to hear any of that. And like, judging by the dude's body language and all that, it's obvious that he was trying to bait me into, like, he was trying to bait me into some sort of reaction so the police could kick my ass. I know the game. I know the game. He didn't have to say that, but he was obviously trying to instigate fights with how he was acting. And you got to remember as well, I am autistic. You know, social interaction's already hard enough. Then we got this guy. And autistic people are not the best at reading body language, but I know where I see it. This guy's like, trying to act all macho. "I know you're kind, you won't pay for it. I'm gonna take it to small claims court and prosecute you," because like, he was obviously trying to instigate something so they could do me like Rodney, or they do me like that Pakistani lad. But to be honest, with the Pakistani lad, he deserved it. Like, there's a video of the police stomping on his head, but that actually, he deserved it. But that was still like a gross, what's the word? Like, they did, he was already on the floor stomping on the dude's head, just, even though he did attack a female police officer. It was a bit out of line. But like, and I had to think about it, and I just, I didn't react, I didn't write, and I just left. But I'm glad I was having a good day that day, because if I was not having a good day and I reacted back to him, I really don't know how things would have went. I really don't know how things would have went. It wouldn't have ended well for me, because I have been suffering from mental problems for a good while now. Earlier this year, I had a bad, it wasn't a mental breakdown, but I went through a really rough patch. I went to mental health counseling and all that, and I have improved significantly. But there's, some of my problems still persist. And it was good that I was, having a good day that day. If I wasn't, and it does happen a lot where I don't have good days, and I reacted back to him. I know the police would have brutalized me. I know that. And this isn't a black or a white thing either. Police, especially like Redditch police, they're internationally known for being bullies. Like, if you search up Redditch on YouTube, like, the most viewed thing is PC Bully Boy, where like he walks, like, the dude's walking around the police station recording what's in his right to do. Then the police come out and try and intimidate him. And also, one of their officers, I'm not sure if that he's still with them, PC Webb, or Officer Webb, I don't even want to call him Officer, I'm not sure if he's still with them, but basically, when I was 10 years old, back in 2015, I went to the school called Riverside. I actually told this story before, but it was never uploaded. I was at this school called River. There's eyewitnesses as well. People have seen it. It's been reported. This is, I was at this school called Riverside. There was this kid, Cody. He was saying things about my mother, saying bad things. I don't want to get into it, but how he f-worded my mother, how my mother is a stripper. You know, and I got angry. I was angry. So you know what I did? You know what I did? I walked out of class. I didn't even want to deal with him. I just walked out of class. But I was angry. I was huffing and puffing. But I wasn't hurting anyone. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this Mr. PC Webb comes out of nowhere, grabs my arms, and slams me face first into the ground. And then I don't know exactly what happened next. He either handcuffed me, then put his knees on my back, put his full weight on my back, and you gotta remember this is a grown man, and this guy's a police officer, so he has to work out and all that, and so he's even stronger. He either handcuffed me first, put his knees on my back, or put his knees on my back, then handcuffed me. Well, it doesn't really matter because he had me in this position for a very long time, the full weight of a grown man on my back, also with his handcuffs. Then anyway, I can't remember what happened after that, but I'm pretty sure my teacher, Mr. Green, came out and tried to diffuse the situation, but I honestly don't remember. But anyway, I reported him. My mum reported him. Next, a couple weeks later, he comes back into school, um, and we sit down, sit down across a table, and he just explains what's happened. It wasn't an apology. It wasn't anything like that. It wasn't an apology. He just explained. He explained what I already knew because I was, you know, I was the one that he was beating well, he didn't beat me up, but I mean, slamming someone on the ground is that? I mean, or whatever. I was the one that he slammed on the ground and put his whole weight on and handcuffed. He explained what happened. He never said sorry, anything like that. So anyway, so what I heard happened. This is from my mom, that they kicked him out the station. Now he's working at my town. Instead of working at Worcester, he's now working in Redditch. And literally, Reddit, I'm not sure if he's still with them, but they've got a police officer, a violent police officer that literally attacks kids, working in their ranks. You know, like I said, I don't know if he's still with them, but yeah, and even though the train conductor, like he wasn't even an officer or anything. He's just like not a train conductor. He's just some train revenue whatever. Like he just wants to be a police officer, knowing that knowing that he'll never be one. I haven't talked to my family or anything about this because I can handle things myself. I'm an adult now. I can handle things myself. I've done everything I need to. I've reported him everywhere. 4 different places. Well, 5 if you include the London one. Not a single response except from the London one telling me to go to the West Midlands one. And it's been nearly a week and nothing whatsoever. Like Reddit, like I said, like he isn't even an officer, but like not law enforcement. That's an American word, ain't it? Like the government workers in Redditch, they just seem to just hire the worst people. Like what's going on, man? Because you see the police trying hard to appeal to black communities, the Asian community. Like go on Facebook and have a look at some of these posts and celebrating diversity and inclusion and all that. And then you got people like this that they willingly hire. No, well, with the case of the web guy, knowing his history, knowing that he's if I was a white kid, I don't think he would have done that. I doubt he would have done that. You know, like they're still hiring these people. Like why? like knowing these people is just still record. Yeah, because it would have been annoying if I did this and it wouldn't didn't record. Like knowing these people's histories, that like that, and that guy, man, he was just so aggressive. The train guy. I'm just glad, like I said, I was having a good day, man. But do I hate this country, man? One of these days, man. One of these days, I'm going back out to America, and I ain't coming back. No, no way. Hell, yeah, I mean this place right here. I mean it's a bit run down, but I'll take it over anywhere in England any day. You could offer me a £5 million, 5 million house in the middle of Kensington, or a little shack in Lake Placid, and I think about, I was about to say, the thing about Americans, they're generally nicer with, but knowing American police, that isn't really the same. And to be honest, with American police, not only do you got psychopaths with authority, you also giving them a gun as well. What's even worse. And some of these people have got like shotguns and all that. To be honest, at this point, I'd rather just take my chances over there. I'm just sick and fed up with this place. People are rude, it's dirty, it's disgusting, it's cold, the weather sucks, the people suck. Everything about this place just sucks. And this town as well, with their F word psychopath police force, man. To be honest, but anyway, don't let me leave on a bad note. Two times. One time in 2017, I had a fight on the street. I got into a fight with a kid. I don't know why I called the police. I was being a bit emotional. And I was like, I got into a fight with a street. The police officer comes, picks me up, takes me home. Nothing. Very nice. Last year, I was out. I don't want to get into my personal business, but I was out late at night. It was like 4 in the morning. Police come. They ask me if I'm all right. Ask me what's happened. Go and take me home. No drama. So it's not, not everyone, not everyone in Redditch, police, whatever. Not all of them are psychopaths. There are good people there, but you also got to remember there are still, even though, like I said, that train guy, he isn't a police officer and he'll never be one. But even with them, they still hired that Officer Webb guy, even knowing his history. Like I don't get how you can do that and still, keep your job. Like it make it like there really needs to be more scrutiny when it comes to this sort of thing. Yeah. I'm not gonna. This is the end, because if I keep going, I tend to ramble on and lose focus of what I'm talking about. And plus, I'm really tired as well. It's been since then I haven't gone outside because I don't. I wouldn't say I'm traumatized, because that's just a bit of I don't like that word, but I just don't want to go outside because the next person to try something like that, I know I'm not gonna have the strength to walk away, and that's the issue. I'm no big man. Like, actually, I can't really show you my I can't really show you my arms, but you see, I'm not a strong guy. I'm no tough guy. Not at all. Not at all. I can't even bench. When I used to go to the gym, I can't even bench press 20 kg. I can't even bench press 10 kg. I'm very weak, and one punch, and what I mean, I probably could take a few more. A couple of punches, and I'm out. But I know, regardless, you know, if someone tries something like that again, I just won't have the mental strength to just walk away. I'm gonna have to, I don't want, because that isn't gonna end well for me, and it possibly might not end. I mean, I'm not sure what exactly I'd do, considering just how weak I truly am. But I was just, and I just don't feel like going outside, and you know, it sucks, it really does. But like I said, they haven't responded, because I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna wait until, like, if they ever do respond, they're gonna wait until way later, and they're gonna be like, oh, because I didn't, because the reason why, God, sorry. The reason why I didn't pull out my phone or anything like that to record him is because, do you think I'm stupid? Do you think, especially considering I'm surrounded by police as well as that guy, like, do you think me pulling something out my pocket while in that situation, like, any reason for them to beat me up, they're gonna do it. And, like, give them, like, I know, especially that guy, I'm not sure about the other people, but that guy, any reason for them to put their hands on me, and, they're gonna take it, I know it. So, me pulling out my phone, I did record, like, the outside of the train station afterwards, on the day, but I didn't get him in it. But, they're gonna wait until, like, way later, and they're gonna be like, oh, sorry, we can't pull CCTV footage from this. We can't pull, because it happened so long ago, we don't have the footage for that incident. That's what they're gonna do. I know that's what they're gonna do. And, Jesus Christ, I'm so tired. But I want to watch this movie, The Platform 2. I have this Spanish friend, and he keeps asking me to watch it. So I'm gonna do it. Then I'm going to sleep, or I might go to sleep. But anyway, yeah, it's just want to lighten the mood a bit. But yeah, don't know. I don't really know. Don't really know what's gonna happen. I don't really know. Everything sucks though. Like, real talk. Like, everything. My life's horrible. I tried to get out. I did, but don't want to go into all that. Right now I could be chilling in the US. Could be chilling in Connecticut, but you know, because I'd rather take a risk and you know, live in the dangerous situation out there than be over here with. Because, like, yeah, I just feel like as well, like, most of the people in this town, like, there's a lot of them. Not everyone, but quite a few people. There's something wrong with them, man. Like with that guy that they're violent, or they're just like generally just loop. I actually, it's the pot calling the kettle black. I'm not right in the head either, so I guess I fit in well. Yeah, it's no, gonna upload this now. Gonna upload this, and I am out of here.